Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, your age, you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. And I always say, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And the reason that I always say that, because I didn't grow up with things being handed to me. I had to work hard, I had to dedicate myself, and I had to be determined, and I was. Even outside of sport, it could be education, it could be business, it could be anything. It requires discipline and hard work and determination. Most importantly, it requires self-belief, because like me, some people might not believe in you, but you have to believe in you. And sometimes you're going to be your own cheerleader, and you have to be your biggest and your best cheerleader. So to all you young athletes, take that to heart and never stop believing in yourself, and really always support who you are.
I bet that caught you off guard, didn't it? You've clicked on there, thought, is this the right video? A minute ago I was looking at a bald guy from Sussex. Now I'm looking at Serena Williams, like 18, is it 18 time Grand Slam winner? No, you are in the right place. Hello, mentors, once again. This is Jack the Lad, and that was, of course, Serena Williams, giving you an intro into the final video of this section, and the final kind of chunk of content that I would like you to talk to the young people about when you have your first virtual mentoring session, and that is the power and the importance of self-belief. I love that video from Serena. That's talking a Sports Illustrated thing for young aspiring athletes, and I think the messages that she gives across there, they're just no-brainers, really. I play that video when I'm in the schools to the students, and just like Matthew McConaughey, who you listened to in the previous video, no one really speaks. You could hear a pin drop, because I think what she says there is extraordinarily powerful, and the message there is that nothing she has got was ever given to her. Everything that she's got, she's gone out and she has worked hard at, and she has succeeded because she had sheer bloody mindedness, I think is what us adults call it, and an extraordinary amount of self-belief. She had a dream that she wanted to chase down. Now listen, along the way, yes, she's had coaches, of course she has, and stuff. And yes, she had a natural God-given talent, but we all know that talent isn't really anything without hard work. But what she has more than anything is a tremendous amount of self-belief. And I talk to the young people about the fact that, yes, it's important to have the right people around you. Yes, it's important to focus on your strengths, but it's also hugely important to believe in yourself and what you have to offer the world. It's important to believe in yourself, and that what you have to give is worth someone having. One of the things that we talk about a lot when I'm in the schools is the fact that, and the analogy that I use with these students, because they quite like it, and I'm quite open, and I say to them that, you know, if you want to sit on your backside and wait for everything you want and everything you've ever dreamed of having to come along, sit on your lap and give you a French kiss, it ain't gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go out, you've got to chase down the dream, but you've got to believe that you can get there. Because if you don't believe in yourself, someone that you're asking to give you an opportunity is going to see that. And if you don't believe in yourself, how are they expected to believe in you? So you have to have a desire, you have to have self-belief, and you have to have unwavering belief that where you want to get to, you are going to get to, because that self-belief is key if you are going to chase down the dream. And all of the times that people are telling you, no, you're not going to do it, you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you're going to fail, you ignore them, you keep believing in yourself, you keep believing in what you have to offer, and you chase down the dream. And look, there's a lot more content to come in videos that I'm going to be sending you sort of later on down the line, when we're going to talk about stuff like leaving your comfort zone and being resilient and stuff like that. But for now, one of the things I want these students to understand, that if they want something, they've got to believe in themselves first. Believe in yourself first. People will see that, and it's a really attractive thing for people to sort of navigate towards, because once you start believing in yourselves, students, you're going to find it very, very hard to keep anybody around who doesn't believe in you, because all they are, like I said earlier on in a previous video, are leeches. it's about having that tunnel vision and that belief that the goal you have in your mind, you will reach. And if you can get yourself in that mindset, in that positive mindset, then you're going to find yourself in a really, really good place, and you're going to find that all the people that you need around you to support you on that journey, they're just going to come, because people are attracted by positivity. You know, negativity has the opposite effect. Nobody wants to be around someone negative all the time. But if you've got great self-belief and great passion and great desire, then people are just going to come towards you, and they're going to want to be part of the journey that you're going on, because your self-belief inspires them. The fact that you keep telling yourself, yes I can, I'm going to get there, it's inspiring to be around, man. People want to be around that. So that's the kind of final little nugget, if you will, that I would like you to have a chat to your students about when you have your virtual mentoring session. So we've covered off being at school, how they found school, how you found school. We've covered off identity, you know, the power of understanding who you are and how brilliant you are, and focusing on your strengths and not following other people around, being what they expect you to be. We've covered that off. We've also spoken about understanding that grades you get at school don't define who you are. Don't let them hold you back. And we finished with, I mean, I think she's the greatest athlete of all time, male or female, Serena Williams, talking about the fact that everything she wanted, she had to work hard for. Everything she wanted, she was dedicated, and she believed in herself. So that's the last thing that I would like you to have a chat about when you have your first virtual mentoring session with you. Again, don't worry, it's all going to be in that booklet. It's all going to be in that booklet, these conversation starters. So how important is self-belief to you, the mentor? You know, have you had times before where people have doubted you and people have said they don't believe you've got it in you, but you said, no, I believe in myself and I'm going to get there? If you've got experiences of that, share that with the students. And at the same time, again, it comes back to flipping the conversation around. Please do encourage them to talk to you about times they've had to use strong self-belief. Have they ever had to really sort of dig deep and say, no, I am going to get there, and get them to tell you about that? And you know, it doesn't have to be about school. You know, it can be about sport. It can be, you know, I mean, if they play for a football team, a netball, hockey team or something like that, and they've been written off going into a big game. It can even be silly things like playing their best mate at FIFA who says you're never going to beat me, and they never have, but they keep believing. It could be silly things like that. So self-belief, and also, of course, in your job, in the role that you do, how important is self-belief? Are you left to work independently a lot? And have you had challenges before which others have said they can't see you navigating your way through, but you've believed that you will do it and you have succeeded? So self-belief, the importance of it, and how if you want to get to where you go, you've got to truly believe you have it in you to get there. That is kind of the last little chunky bit. That's the last kind of chunky bit of content that I will be speaking to them about when I get into the schools, and that's what I'd like you to finish on there, mentors, if you can, the power and the importance of self-belief. That's your last video from me for part one, the launch, if you will. The next time I go into the schools, I'm going to be talking to them under the umbrella of Inspire, and we're going to be really focusing on getting these young people to truly raise their aspirations and to truly sort of aim higher than many people tell them to aim, and really inspire them to have the courage of their convictions to go on and achieve them goals. I'll be back with another set of short videos for you ahead of your second mentoring session. In the meantime, you know, the booklet will be with you soon. Do sort of familiarise, that's a hard word to say, isn't it, yourself with it before you go into your session. I hope the students engage with you. As I said, it is hard for them at an age, and it is a tricky age, isn't it? 13, 14, we all remember what it was like. And I look forward to hearing some of your feedback. I hope you've enjoyed watching these videos that give you some context about what the launch session sounds like when I go into the schools. I hope you enjoy meeting your students virtually. More than anything though, I hope this finds you and all your families safe and well, the people that you love safe and well, as we continue to trudge and soldier on through this pandemic. So yeah, my name is Jack, Program Lead for the Love Local Jobs Foundation. I hope you've enjoyed the videos, and more than that, I hope you enjoy your first virtual conference, virtual meeting if you will, with the students that you are mentoring. I'm so delighted that you're here because you've lived a life and you've got loads to offer these young people. So thanks for being here. Thanks to your organisations for supporting us, and I'll see you again real soon. Cheers.